section, we will look at quizzes and examination. So previously we have gone over quizzes and homework. This was ungraded examination and test. Here, what if you have to conduct a graded test? In the first section, we have the formula booklet. Here we see that any relevant material, for example, um, details on certain formulas, questions, etc., can be uploaded for the user to see. Once the user Once the user presses next, they are sent to the MCQ question. Now this is a time-based test. For example, here we see that this test is for 1 hour 30 minutes, and this timer will count down to 0, and then the students would not have access to this test. So what are the types of questions that are available? So here we have a question where we have the quantity and SI base unit, and the student is asked to select which one of the options is correct. So here they have A, B, C, D. Again, it's ungraded, so once they select it, there is no answer shown. In the next question, they are shown a physics uh, example of a question where two balls are kicked across a football pitch. One ball's trajectory is given by the dotted line, and they're being asked to find the trajectory of the ball Y. If you see here, even the options are diagrams, so the system is capable of uh, catering to a wide range of questions. So the question B is selected, and we go to the next one. The graph shows how the potential difference varies with current. Which of the following could be a circuit component? Again, we can select the answer, move on to the next question. A car has a mass of XYZ, speed of 18 meter per second. What is the work done to apply the brakes and stop the car? So I've selected the answer as 190 joules. Once submitted, the system prompts whether they are sure that the answers are ready to be submitted. Once it's pressed, the student is given the output of the answer. They are shown how many answers are correct, how many answers are wrong. The answers can be displayed immediately after the test or can be displayed after a few days when everyone has finished the test. Here the passing score of the quiz was 35%, and the student here has passed with a score of 50%. Apart from MCQ based questions, we have theory based questions as well, where the student has an option to read the question. So for example, here we have a question of 3 resistors, and they're asked to derive the formula for R1, R2, R3. If the answer can be typed, the student has an option to type the answer here itself. And submit it. So here the student has decided to submit the answer by typing in. The other option that the student has here is they can solve the question in the paper, in their own booklet or white paper, and upload the photo. For example, here the question states the circuit diagram shows 2 resistors in series across a battery of EMF 6 volts and negligible resistor. Finally, the question asks calculate the resistance of the voltmeter. So here the student has an option to click on this image. So they can go here, click on this image, click on, and they can select a picture which is the answer for the test. So for example, I'm just uploading a sample picture. So for example, they could be the picture of a graph or a diagram or an answer that has been typed, and they can upload the solution as an image. Once uploaded, it gets displayed and the student can proceed to the next section. The same process can be employed for the remaining two questions. Here we have part A of a question and then we have part B. In the interest of time, I'm just filling it with dummy values. Also, as you can see, you can even put links, or you can have an answer that is typed and an answer with a photo. So both the options are possible. So let's say in this example, we put in the photo again of the solution and type in the text as well. Once done, and once they submit the answers, they will get a prompt saying that you will be notified about the grade soon. This is because the solutions are now being sent to the instructor for them to be evaluated at the instructor's end. So here we have seen examination style of MCQ, we've seen examination style of true or false, theory based questions, and finally the student also has an option to complete the entire paper in their system or on the sheet of paper and upload the answer in one go. So here, for example, we have uploaded the ICSE 2012 math past paper. So as you can see, there is an entire paper that is given for 2 hours. So the system has a capability where the 2.5 hours, sorry. The system has a capability where the question paper is available at a particular time and the student has 2.5 hours to submit the answer. This will be done at the end, where at the student's end, where they will solve it on a piece of paper, take photos, upload it. Once done, the student can then fill in all the answers in a particular piece of paper, take the photos, convert it into PDF, and upload the file as one solution. This is a slightly cumbersome process, but if the system requires that the solution be uploaded in one go, there is an option for it as well. Additionally, the student can provide some notes. This is my final answer, and then upload it. Now, as you can see, all of the courses have been discussed. We have looked at video lectures, we have looked at live classes, quizzes, and examination. We can also see who are the learners who are active in the course. So this gives a classroom feeling to the students where the students can interact amongst themselves during a session. They can also post questions or doubts saying, can you please explain how to factorize a quadratic equation? Once done, any of the students can add a comment to it or provide the solution. This way, all doubt clarification can happen in one system and the students' learning can be more effective. We've looked at the student's point of view. How does the instructor or teacher see the course? Each instructor will be given a dashboard where they have access to the course. For example, we are looking at the private course demo. And if the instructor goes through the dashboard, they can see details like the gradebook. For example, I have just solved the MCQ question where I've obtained 50% of marks. Now this is automatically graded. All the instructors, all the students in the particular class, the score will be provided. The scores can be exported as Excel or a CSV, can be exported in the form of any format, which can be used to later provide reports to the students. If you want to see in more detail what are the options that were given, what were the answers that were given by each student, the instructor has that feature. The instructor also has a feature to edit the score. For example, if the score is incorrect or if the score is not up to the mark, then the instructor can edit the score and say, look, instead of 50, you have now obtained 75%. So the system is very flexible in making the interaction of the instructors with the students as efficient as possible. All of the marks and processing is digitized, so the instructor need not spend a lot of time in preparing the questions or grading them. Now, one of the features that this course has is the accessibility of question banks for the instructors. So for example, here, if you look at it, for each topic, the teacher has access to all the questions that are uploaded in different courses. So they can readily create different kinds of assignments for each year group and for each term. This way, they need not repeat the same set of questions for each test. Now going back to the grade, what about the assignments submitted? So for example, here we see that these are the assignments that are submitted by each student. The student initially has submitted a physics homework, then has submitted theory-based questions, and finally the final examination full paper. So how does the instructor correct these? The instructor can grade these assignments by opening the grade assignment, and they can have a look at what are the details given. So here they see that the student has uploaded the answer sheet. This can be clicked, downloaded, and the comments can be given. The comments can be given as a file where upon correcting the paper, the corrected paper can be uploaded, or the comments can be given here. Well done. Question 1 is wrong. Question 2 answer can be improved, etc., etc. And a score can be given for the test and submitted. Now in the dashboard, the teacher sees that one of the assignment has been graded and a score has been given. So the dashboard allows the instructor to see what are the pending topics and evaluate the answers. Here there is another assignment that is being graded. This was an assignment which involved four different questions and answer to each of the question. As you can see, you have the question here followed by the answer. You have the second question here followed by the answer. Third question followed by the answer. Fourth question followed by the answer. Here again, the student or the teacher has an option to upload their comments through videos or files, or give the feedback in the form of a text. and then provide the grade to the student. The system allows for easy evaluation of countless exercises and tests, easy automation of the various tasks that a student or a teacher has to do on a daily basis. I hope this tool will be helpful in making the teaching process effective and enjoyable. Thank you.